All right, family. Black Power. Today is the day. Today is the day. What every black family needs to know about Christmas, about to show off, show my MVP status, an informative, enjoyable presentation, guaranteed to be shocking to the mind, guaranteed to be shocking to the mind. Occult observations, revealing the veil from amongst a lot of beliefs, and hey, it's gonna be all powerful. I guarantee you. I wouldn't even waste your time. I know you're gonna be there. I know you got to get your church clothes off. I know you do. You got to get you a slice of that honeysuckle ham. Got to get you a slice of that honeysuckle ham, and pull the family up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be repetitiously powerful. You see what I'm saying? I'm coming with the AK-47 with nothing but facts. Coming with and a lot of visuals that's gonna shock the mind. You know what I'm saying? Inform the mind about this day that we call Christmas. That many people, they used to just say Xmas because they didn't know what the hell was going on. They used to say Xmas, the unknown mass. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna put a holiday here. You understand? For the simple fact that people are already celebrating today, and so it's cold as hell out here. You understand? It's frigid across the whole United States at this goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a semblance of death, semblance of death and frost, and you know what I'm saying. And so, like right about now, they telling everybody, to be very, very careful, and prepare. You know why? Because there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna fall down, and so that's where you get many of these Krampuses, and because they reflect, that brutal cold. They are a spirit of the brutal cold. And so a lot of people lose their lives during these times, and so it's not a new year. It's not really enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Even in the modern time where you got heat, because even the goddamn heat is struggling. You understand what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? And even that struggling. Shit break down out here. You know what I'm saying? It break down because it's so damn cold. You know what I'm saying? So that even show you there. You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna be looking at a lot of the ancient traditions, a lot of the modern traditions that people don't talk about, and how Santa Claus developed the development of Christmas. See, people don't want to see the earlier, because it's gonna be unchristian, un-Muslim, and you understand, and it's gonna prove that they have adopted a many traditions that have nothing to do with the said religion that they claim to belong to. And it's true. We got to accept that it is true, and we have to move past this. We have to move past this. It is a holiday that's truly from northern people, and we just got to get over it, regardless. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean we don't have holidays for ourselves. And it's all in any holiday that's about family is a beautiful holiday. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the family in which we dealing with. We dealing with the principalities that people, celebrate family. We celebrate family in order to, venerate our own culture because that's what they doing. By when you go out there and you spend money and shit, you buying their culture. That's what you buying. You ain't arbitrarily buying shit. You buying their culture. So not only do they get to practice their culture, they get to economically benefit from the practice of it. So it's a win-win-win-win situation with them. You know what I'm saying? But for us, we don't venerate our culture at these times. We take away from our culture. We take away from our community. It's not enough that we spending hundreds of millions of dollars during this time. Is the fact that every day that we get up, when we go to the store, when we go to the liquor store, when we go to the gas station, when we go to every little business in our community, we are already giving these people damn near 100% of every fucking thing that we got. We give it to them because a lot of time we just don't even have businesses in our community owned by our own people. You see what I'm saying? And so when we get up and go out and we buy on a daily basis, so now that it's holidays and shit, we're doing the same thing that we do on a regular basis, but now we're doing it on a grander scale. And we have no holiday except if it's unless it's Mother's Day or it's Father's Day, where you buying something specifically for your moms and your pops, but never or your wife or your husband or your father or brother, whoever, or sister, whoever it may be. But nevertheless, still economically on them days, the majority of the people that's benefit is people that's outside of our family. Period. That's the truth. Okay, ain't no getting around that. And if we talking about doing better as a people, there's no way we cannot address the holidays, because the holidays take hundreds of millions of dollars out of our pockets every year. Every year, when you add the sum total of the holidays, it's crazy loot. So motherfuckers not gonna tell me that they trying to uplift, they're trying to build a community and not address that. Because that's one of the major factors. You know what I'm saying? You never see the Jew go spend that kind of money outside of the Jewish community. Matter of fact, they'll hug a goddamn penny until Abraham Lincoln have a stroke. You see, they'll hug a penny until the guy Abraham Lincoln have a stroke. You see, and so they don't even spend money up outside of it. That's where the Ebenezer Scrooge and shit come from. You don't see Arabs spend that kind of money, hundreds of millions of dollars outside of their own community. You don't see white people spend hundreds of millions of dollars casually on some shit like this, and it ain't benefiting their community. And so, when you talk about you talking about spending it on a large scale, you understand what I'm saying? A large scale. Black people spend, and we talk about people as a whole. But like I said, that their businesses are benefiting. So holidays, even when you talk about, when you talk about winter and you talking about Christmas, most businesses planning their whole fucking year on what they make during Christmas. The whole year is based on Christmas. If they don't have a good Christmas, man, they could go out of fucking business. So this is like a fucking Hail Mary for them. Okay? This is like a Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of businesses that at this time, if they in the red and they books ain't balancing, that here's when they, this is when they try to get in the black. You see? And so if they don't do it and they go into the next year in the red, they in trouble. They in serious trouble. So that just show you how economically, and fuck the spirituality aspect of it. Fuck it, they ain't caring about whether you have a beautiful time and didn't know. Is you spending money? You understand what I'm saying? Are you spending money to keep this United States economy, and a lot of these businesses in the black? And so that's their main focus. They don't give a goddamn about, even the Jesus, even though that's pagan, they concerned about Santa Claus. Because Santa Claus is the economic God. You see, he's the economic God. And that's why he's more powerful than Jesus. He's more powerful than Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? Because Santa, all them gifts that everybody wants, Santa bring it. And so he's there. And so, you got to get out there and you got to go and you got to get them gifts. You got to get them gifts. And you know what I'm saying? So it appeared that Santa came down the chimney. You see, that's what it is. And so we get caught in the trap. And like I said, it's not about not celebrating family, because it's a beautiful time. If you want to say it's a beautiful time, celebrate family on all of them. If you want to celebrate family, that's all right. You see what I'm saying? You want to have a good time, that's all right. But, it should not be mandatory to sink the community and give all of they funding, because you ain't getting shit no goddamn way. And so if you talking about economically uplifting the black, you're gonna have to be stingy about where you put your fucking money. You're gonna have to be very stingy. You're gonna have to be very, strategic in where you place your money. Because we talk about we need schools, we talk about we need housing, we talk about we need all these things. We talk about we need businesses. And if we do need that, then there's no way we should be giving that type of funding over to other people when we got all of these businesses that we need to establish in our own community, and we giving all our funding over to other people on a major scale like that. You understand? Because niggas gonna come right out of Christmas and go right into New Year's, and they gonna spend man, listen, niggas, I ain't gonna say hundreds of millions, but they are most definitely gonna spend tens of millions of dollars on liquor, period. The whole world. So, that's just letting you know that, niggas is gonna spend tens of millions of fucking dollars just on liquor and beer. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna do. You understand? And then go into the next holiday, into the next holiday. You understand what I'm saying? We holiday niggas. You see what I'm saying? That's all we is. And so, not only economic, see, because they use these holidays not only to economically pillage us, but also mentally and spiritually pillage us, because we don't even understand these icons and what the fuck what they really mean. And when a nigga willing to give up that kind of money, they don't even really, they so polluted mentally that they don't give a fuck no way. You tell a motherfucker, oh, well, this God, this is really a God, a demonic entity, and this is what he mean. Motherfucker, what niggas gonna say, so, so, you understand what I'm saying? That's all. So, that's what a mentally ill nigga gonna do. So, even if the truth is in there, so, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we is, and so when and that's, that takes a lot of mental pillaging to get somebody like that. And like I say, we don't, you don't, what, the Jew they don't have Christmas. You go over to the Jewish community, they don't worship no Jesus. You understand? And the crazy shit about it, the Jew is so, he's so crafty that he is one of the major benefiters of Christmas, and he ain't even a Christian. He know how to benefit from it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the stores that sell the shit, he he knows how to manufacture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the toys, the clothing, even the the paraphernalia that go along, all the shit that you dress the house up with. You know what I'm saying? They create that. They manufacture that. You see what I'm saying? So they know how to benefit even off Christians and Muslims. They'll manufacture that just so they can get some. And so what the fuck is black people doing? You see? And then we go right into Kwanzaa. And you understand what I'm saying? And one of the aspects of Kwanzaa is where you make it with your hands, and I'm all right with that. But see, why when it comes to our holidays, we got to make shit with our hands? Why when it comes time to put that paper down? You see what I'm saying? For black businesses, now niggas talking about make it with their hands. You see, make it with your hands. You see, no, motherfucker, take some of that same goddamn money that that they, and I understand that it's heartfelt. I understand that when they say make it with your hands, that it's heartfelt. I understand that. I have no problem in that in a spiritual sense. But you see, everybody else holiday is economically. That's one of the main aspects of it. It's economics. You see, but when it comes to ours, you supposed to make it with your hands. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where we at with that. You know what I'm saying? We always find a way where we cut ourselves short. And so, and so this is one of the main factors on why I'm so heavy into the holidays, because everything is a cult. Everything is a cult. Everything is hidden. You see, you got your surface understanding and you got your occult, your esoterical and your exoterical. You see, you got your surface understanding, you got the underlining. You understand the overstanding and the understanding. You see what I'm saying? And so you can't look at the surface shit, and no real thinker. If you're a real thinker, you're always looking at everything objectively. You looking at shit and then you trying to see and look for the meaning behind the meaning. You see what I'm saying? And this is what it's about. And so, I stay here because the holidays are the largest rituals and ceremonies in any culture. The largest. You might go to Sunday and you might have a ritual. You might go to mass, you might have a ritual. And it might be a large, a community as far as a community. But when you're talking about global rituals and ceremonies, the major holidays are the global rituals and ceremonies. So not only are they economically pillaging, they're also mentally and spiritually pillaging. They're gauging to see if those that they have conquered are still in them chains, if they still in them mental and them spiritual and them physical chains. And so the economic gauge is also the spiritual and the mental gauge. If that money still coming, you see, if the money's still coming, then they know that you spiritually and you mentally still in them chains. And I'm gonna end with this. That's why when you look at any one of those icons in Christmas that existed before the church came, because it was a holiday before Christianity. And you see all of them, I don't care who it is, they in a chain. You will see that, Krampus is walking side by side with Santa Claus, but he's chained. You see, that's showing that culture has been conquered. You see, and those icons that they believed in prior to Christians, coming into their land has been conquered. You see, and so they'll have them in a chain or they'll have them subservient. So any of these deities, I don't care if it's in or what they call it, Santeria, where you got the Orishas and shit, and they got a surrogate saint. You know what I'm saying? They got a surrogate saint, whether it's I don't know, I believe Ogun, or was it Ogun or Obatula, his surrogate saint was Saint Peter. You see? And so you have a surrogate, and so that's how the Catholics do. And that's a semblance of conquest. You see what I'm saying? Because the saint is the superior. You understand? He's the superior of that relationship. You see? And so when you go to Krampus and he was there, and you understand what I'm saying? And so, Santa Claus is the surrogate superior. You understand? Whether it's you even got Father Christmas. I see, and they both look the same. And so Father Christmas is he's he's subservient to his surrogate superior, which again is Santa Claus. So this is their way of showing that you've been conquered. You see what I'm saying? By having the chain on that particular icon that existed in your culture prior to them coming. And again, it's a symbol of conquest. And so when you talk about economics, and I'm about to get up out of here, because I ain't, the visuals ain't here. This is just warming you up to let you know that we're gonna be hitting hard. The link is right down in the video description. Hit that link, bring your family in, hit that link, bring them on in. And as you give them something, give them some mental and spiritual sustenance. You understand what I'm saying? Give them some, some mental and some spiritual vitamins and minerals. You understand? To strengthen that spirit and that mind, so when they go into this fake new year, you understand what I'm saying? That they going in with a purpose and you know, and the necessary essentials where they could be successful in breaking the chains, because that's what this is about. It's about breaking the chains economically, spiritually, mentally, physically. That's what it's about. And so again, the end, what I was saying, this is how they could tell economically if you still in them chains. Because if you going out there and you spend, and they know how much you supposed to be spending, because they know how much they didn't pay you, nigga. And if you spend a certain amount, they know how much they gonna get, and they know how much they taken out of the community. And you know what? It's a gauge for them to show what possibilities you got. If all that money stay in there in your community, they know you can uplift your community. But if you taking all that money out based on what they know you got to pay, your bills, your this, that, and the third, they know damn well, nigga, you ain't got nothing but enough where you could just live day to day to day to day. That's what they know. And so the only way you gonna get out of that is to take all that money that you keep putting in, even then, but nevertheless, that's the start. You understand? Don't tell me about no reparations. Don't tell me about none of that until you repair your mind. Because if a motherfucker got you in the mental pillage that you in, even if they gave you something, nigga, you gonna run right and get that shit right back. That's what you gonna do. Because that's your programming. We got to break that programming. We got to break them chains. We here today. I'm thanking you for being here and tuning in, because we got a lot of people that just tuning in. I'll be black around. It's 1:19. We'll be getting started about, because we want people to come on in. We're going to get started about 2-ish. You understand what I'm saying? And we're going to go strong. We're going to go strong. And I'm going to be repetitious. I'm going to be like an AK-47. I'm just going to go down fact after fact after fact after fact. And I guarantee you, when you come up out of that motherfucker, you're going to be like, damn, that General said he just made my day. He's going to make your family. And then you're going to see a lot of them just sit back, because it's going to be that information. You're going to see them get quiet. You understand what I'm saying? And because the mind going to get to registering, and they're going to get to thinking and shit, and they're going to get quiet. And when it's done, you're going to see a lot of your family going to go do some, whether they tell you that or not, because they might not tell you. You understand? They might tell you 3-4 days down. When we was watch it. You ain't got to say shit. Just plant the seed. You go have some of your family go come back some days later. When you remember when he said so and so and so and so. Yeah. I went in there. Yeah, that's how it happened. You just got to plant the seed. All right, family. The link right down there in the video description. Click that link. Begin to think. Be ready for an enjoyable, informative presentation that you gonna thank the ancestors that you made that decision to be here today. All right, family. Just the general said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.